Hello students, welcome to another class of business studies. Today we are going to talk about an important topic from the chapter Nature and Significance of Management. This topic is called level of management. As we have already learned, management does not refer to a single person, but it refers to a group of persons. In every organization, large number of persons are employed and placed at different places to perform managerial activities. To carry on these activity, they have been given necessary authority and responsibility. This grant of authority leads to creation of a chain of authority, and this chain of authority is divided into three levels, which resulted into level of management. So there are three levels in every organization for the management. So what are these? Let us understand with the help of one diagram. So let us understand this concept of level of management with the help of this diagram. You can see I have drawn one pyramid shape diagram which is divided into three parts. Now the first question comes, why this shape of figure is only in the pyramid shape? Why not any other form of shape I have selected? The reason of this shape is it indicates number of people involved at each level. You must have noticed there are very few posts at the top level. Like I have written, the posts which are at the top level are general manager, presidents, vice president, managing director, CEO, CFO, or any other. So you must have noticed in every organization either there are 1, 2 posts are there only. Very few number of people are involved at the top level. So that's why this area is chosen to be small. Then the second level in this chain of authority is given to the middle level. The posts involved at the middle level are sales managers, purchase managers, human resource manager, or we can say all the departmental heads are under this level. They are subordinate to the top level, but they are senior to the supervisory level. And at the bottom of hierarchy, we are going to have supervisory or operational level. The posts involved at these levels are supervisor, foreman, clerks, superintendent, etc. So more number of people are involved at this place. That's why the area of this level of management is chosen more. So this pyramid shape is because of the fact the number of people involved at each level. We will understand the function of each level of management with the help of one PowerPoint presentation. But before that, I would like to tell you, out of these three levels, one level is called first line manager. So can you guess who will be the first line manager? Yes, okay, I'm going to tell you. First line managers are called supervisory or operational level. Why? Because this is the level of management that interact with workforce. So all the worker, all the employee to whom they need any kind of guidance, the first managers to whom they approach are supervisory level. That's why first line manager, sometimes question comes in the paper, name 2 ranks involved as first line manager. So student get confused. who is the first line? Shall they write top level or the supervisory level? So the answer is first line managers are supervisory level. Let us understand the function of each level of management with the help of this PPT.
So we are going to discuss about levels of management. After going through this session, the target learning outcome of this session are to understand the meaning of levels of management and the different level of management. Number two, to understand the role of top, middle, and lower levels of management. Let us discuss. So first of all, we'll understand the levels of management. As I have already discussed that there are 3 levels in the management, and it is shown in the pyramid shape. You can see the shape of level of management is in pyramid, and this is because it indicates the number of people involved at each level. More number of people are working at operational level. That's why the span of this area is wide. And the number of people at the middle level is less than the operational level. That's why the span of this area is lesser than the operational, but more than the top level. And very few people are employed at the top level. That is the area of top level management is small. So its pyramid shape is because of this reason. Now let us discuss these levels one by one. So first of all, I'm going to talk about a level where certain ranks are involved, like Chief Operating Officers, Chief Executives Officer, Managing Director, Chairman, President, Vice President, General Managers. So as I have already discussed with you in the beginning, these are the ranks, and these ranks are involved at which level? Yes, it is involved at top level management. So what this level of management or manager are doing? So they are doing very important role in the organization. So let us discuss their functions. First of all, they are responsible for the welfare and survival of the organization. Whatever the organizational survival, wherever the survival of organization comes, or wherever decision has to be taken regarding the welfare and its survival, this is only the level of manager, those who are responsible for it. Number two, they formulate overall organizational goals and strategies for their achievement. What organizational objective that an organization want to achieve, these are also formulated by this level of managers. Next, to integrate diverse elements and coordinate the activity of whole organization. So it is very important role of this level of management, as they have placed on the top of the hierarchy. So the whole organization, how to integrate the activities of whole organization and how to coordinate the activity for the achievement of organizational goal is the responsibility of this level of manager. And next, they are responsible for the activity of business and for its impact on society. As we already discussed that business is an integral part of the society. So whatever a business he does, what is the impact of action of business on the society? So this level of managers are going to be responsible for this. They have to see that the business and the society relation should go in smooth way, right? So this is the role of top level management. The next level of management is, so this next level of management include ranks like production manager, marketing manager, finance manager, human resource manager. So I told you these are also known as departmental head. They are the departmental head and they belongs to middle level management. The function of this level of management is they integrate the policies framed by the top management. Formulation of policy is the task of top level management, but how to interpret these policy to the middle and to the operational level is the role of middle level management. The middle management, they interpret, they explain what is the policy of top level management. Number two, they ensure that their department has necessary personnel. It is very important duty of every departmental head, because being a head, being a manager, they have to ensure necessary number of personnel in their organization. Number three, assign necessary duties and responsibility to them. So in their department, who will do which tasks, right? What is the responsibility? What is the role? That all has to be done by the departmental managers. Motivate their team to achieve desired objective, which is the role of every manager, that they have to motivate teams so that they are willingly contributed for the achievement of organizational goals. And the last, cooperate with other departments for the smooth functioning of the organization. As we know that organization has different department, but when the matter of organizational objectives come, all departments has to work in coordination with each other. Then only organizational objectives will be achieved. So it is very important role of middle level manager that they have to coordinate with different departments in order to achieve organizational objective. The next level of management is, so the next level is also called first line managers. As I told you in the beginning, who's the first line manager? First line managers are all those rank, those who are interacting with the workers, those who are interacting with the workforce. They are also named by the name foreman, supervisor, superintendent, clerks, etc. So who they are? So this level of management is called operational and supervisory management. So the function of this level of management are, they interact with actual workforce and pass on instruction to the middle level of management to the worker. Basically, their task is to interact with the workforce. So whatever the instruction workers need, they will be asking from the operational level managers. And if things are not within the range of operational manager, then they will pass on that matter to the middle level managers. Supervisor directly oversee the efforts of the workforce and maintain records of worker for the performance appraisal. All the people, those who are working in the organization, their performance are recorded and appraised time to time. So operational level managers are keeping all the records of the performance of the worker, and they also oversee the effort, right? When the actual work is going on, they oversee the work and guide the worker how to do the work in the right way. In this way, they are providing on the job training also to the worker, because when somebody is working, they need any guidance, they need any clarification. So this is the level of management which provide necessary help to the workers. They ensure that safety standards are maintained, because wherever the actual work is going on, it is the role of manager to ensure the safety of employee first of all. So all the safety standards are fully installed and followed in the organization or not. This is the role of this level of managers. Through their effort, quality of output maintained and wastage of material is minimized, because these level of managers, they keep their eye on the worker when they're actually doing the job and telling them how to complete the job in the right way. So with a continuous supervision, they help in minimizing the wastage, and it also ensure to achieve quality standards in their production. And last, that we have already discussed, supervisors provide on the job training to the worker. So whatever the small training part is required while doing the job, it has been also taken up by this level of management. I hope this topic is clear to you. Dear student, from this topic, the three things can be asked. Number one, pyramid shape reason. Why we are giving the pyramid shape? This reason may be asked. Number 2, what is the meaning of level of management? Number 3, they can ask the functions of any level of management, and the designation may be asked. If somebody is working, suppose Mr. Ashok is working as a production manager in XYZ company. So at which level of management is he working? This kind of question may also come. So identification based question may be asked from this unit. I hope this topic is clear to you. Thank you.